500. And there's a question as to who is providing those numbers, what those numbers include. It is a thought that this higher number includes the pickup of garbage from the housing authority, which ultimately means that the housing authority or the city government is going to have to subsidize those payments that the housing authority individuals would not be required to pay because they're essentially renters. So there are a number of things. If you look at, we've got a copy of the contract here. If you look at the contract, there are just a number of issues that are raised by the contract, and that is not some way we're trying to suggest that it's deliberate, but there are discrepancies that warrant question, and the city council needs to understand that this is being placed on them, so they should understand the process here, that if they vote to impose the tax, then they are voting to approve the contract and fund it. So they should not take this lightly, because every month, if they pass it, somebody's going to write a check, the citizens of this community is going to write a check to pay for garbage collection. And from what we can tell, the vast majority of the people in this community do not want to do that. So every month there's going to be a reminder.
That's right.
That I'm doing something that, one, I can't afford to do,
That's
that
right.
I don't think is fair, and so
Right.
therefore it's not going to be like many situations where the people, they'll forget about it.
No.
They will be reminded every month that there's something about this that they feel is unfair and unjust.
And they will be voted out.
How much is that assessment fee? For residents, if it goes through tomorrow, it would be $12 for residents per month. Per month, and $7 for seniors and disabled.
What about
Now that collection, the cost, that's not the total cost. The balance of the cost of collection and disposal will be subsidized by our property tax. So that's not the total cost. That's what the people will be paying directly, but they're paying the balance of it indirectly through their property tax.
Sir, if they vote in favor of this tax tomorrow, what are you prepared to do?
We will continue to do what we're doing. Number one, we have challenged the rebidding of the bidding of the contract.
That's right.
That allowed Allied Waste to be the only bidder that would qualify. So we're going to continue with that lawsuit. And the other thing is that we're going to continue, and we're going to use this opportunity to get people to start to understand how important it is to recycle and to compost and things of that nature. In other words, to be able to meet this challenge that we have. Those are the things that we're going to continue to do.
I'm trying to understand when this bill was first imposed. So they've been collecting it for some time.
Yes.
When did they start?
They started collecting, I believe it was in January, and they've been paying Allied Waste $600,000 a month.
I just want to understand. So they've been collecting it since January.
Yes.
What happened before January? If you're a taxpayer,
What happened before January, one of two things. They were getting the collection on credit, or they were simply funding it out of their budget.
Okay. So when did Allied start collecting the waste?
Allied started collecting, I believe, in October of 08.
Okay. But prior to January, if you were a household here, you did not see a line item. What did you get when you got your bill?
When you got your bill, you got your sewer bill.
It didn't single out
garbage collection. They didn't start imposing the garbage collection on your bill until January.
Right. And the reason they have to include the line item for garbage is because of this contract. And the judge has mandated that they put a line item essentially in your tax bill saying this is for. Is that correct?
No. What the judge is saying that contract that serves the basis to collect is null and void. It's null and void because it wasn't bid properly, and two, only the city council can impose the garbage collection.
If you do
and they have
times
not.
12, that's
It was the sanitary district imposed a fee which they did not have
add
the
this to
authority.
Grimes Act, okay?
Okay.
Or
I guess
Mr.
what I'm
Grimes.
getting until now, until January, people didn't see an item on their bill that said, but now they've seen it.
That's what Allied Waste is saying. That's what the city is saying, Allied Waste. Right now, as we speak, according to
Water
the
company
city.
not to cut off the water if they don't, for any reason. Okay. And so they were also ordered to publish a notice that they would no longer
using that revenue
collect the
to
garbage.
get 85%. And out of that, they're using. Well, they raised the sewer rate. 85%.
I'm going to make sure I get it right.
So they have all this money coming
How
in.
does that fall in line with what he was saying about
paid out.
cut it 30?
Historically, they paid the work of
Go ahead.
Historically, the city
Please finish answering. Please finish answering that for me.
You have the right number.
I know I had the right number. I'm safe. I met you at a
Oh, that's right.
last October.
adding line item on the thing. Legal still paying on 29 truck drivers on the city payroll.
Yeah, I don't look like it. I don't see her.
and there are still
What did these 29 people do? They may have a gap on your garbage here, holiday. That's still on 50 payroll.
their position, they were fired, but they were operating on a budget that included these positions still. So that money was there.
I mean, look.
It's about time we started
Hope we didn't bring light to all the other.
I believe it will shed the light on corruption, pay to play, influence peddling, and kickback. You know, that's what's going on here. You know, you all might want to be too professional to say it, but I don't have to be.
Just kick back one word or two.
I'm going to say it's one word.
Yeah.
Kickback is one word.
I wish Reagan would have been here.
Yeah, I'm looking for her. Maybe she will show up. Maybe she will.
Is she here?
I don't see her.
Today,
Reagan.
Some more minutes on this.